As we age, maintaining our health becomes a top priority, and the foods we choose to eat can have a profound impact on our well-being. For many seniors, fruits are an essential part of a balanced diet, providing vital vitamins and nutrients. However, not all fruits are created equal, and some may actually be doing more harm than good. Have you ever wondered why your feet feel numb or tingly, even when you haven't been on your feet for long? These sensations may be more than just the natural effects of aging. Certain fruits might be silently contributing to the problem. In today's video, we're diving deep into the 6 worst fruits that could be worsening your foot numbness and nerve health. Stay tuned to learn which fruits you should avoid and how to make smarter, healthier choices for your well-being. 1. Pineapple. Pineapple is often seen as a refreshing and healthy fruit, cherished for its tropical flavor and versatility in many dishes, from summer salads to smoothies. However, for seniors, especially those dealing with conditions like diabetes, poor circulation, or nerve sensitivity, pineapple can be a hidden threat to their health. The main concern lies in its high sugar content, particularly fructose, which can have significant effects on blood sugar levels and overall nerve health. A single cup of pineapple contains more than 16 grams of sugar, and while it's natural sugar, it's still sugar. The body of older adults, especially those with age-related changes in insulin sensitivity or those managing diabetes, often struggles to process sugar efficiently. When pineapple is consumed, the sugar is quickly absorbed into the bloodstream, causing a spike in blood glucose levels. This rapid increase in blood sugar is harmful over time and contributes to a cycle known as glycemic stress. This cycle involves sharp increases in blood sugar, followed by crashes, which can rob the body of essential nutrients and oxygen, particularly those needed for healthy nerve function. For seniors, the impact on the peripheral nerves, especially in the feet, can be particularly concerning. When blood sugar levels are repeatedly elevated, it leads to chronic inflammation, which can damage the small blood vessels that nourish the nerves in the extremities. This damage can result in symptoms like numbness, tingling, or a sensation of walking on cotton, commonly associated with conditions like peripheral neuropathy. Over time, this nerve damage may worsen, leading to more severe problems, including difficulty walking, balance issues, and a heightened risk of falls. Another potential issue with pineapple is the presence of bromelain, a compound found in the fruit that can irritate the gut and act as a histamine trigger in some individuals. This further exacerbates the inflammatory response in the body, compounding the damage already caused by elevated blood sugar. While bromelain has some health benefits, including its use as an anti-inflammatory agent when consumed in large quantities, especially alongside high sugar content, it can contribute to chronic inflammation that affects not only the digestive system, but also circulation and nerve health. Moreover, many seniors enjoy pineapple as part of their regular diet without fully realizing its potential to affect their health negatively. It's easy to overlook the fact that something as vibrant and refreshing as pineapple could be contributing to the very issues that seniors struggle with, such as nerve degeneration and circulation problems. The sweet taste of pineapple is often associated with a sense of vitality, but for aging bodies, it can quietly be working against them, accelerating nerve damage that may already be in progress due to other underlying health issues. In conclusion, while pineapple is certainly delicious and has its place in a balanced diet, seniors who suffer from nerve-related conditions, diabetes, or poor circulation should be cautious about consuming it in large quantities. It's important to be mindful of the fruit's high sugar content and its potential to worsen existing health problems. Instead of regular consumption, seniors might consider enjoying pineapple occasionally or in smaller portions, while also incorporating fruits that are lower in sugar and more supportive of overall health, especially nerve function. This approach can help maintain a healthier balance and prevent unnecessary strain on the body as it ages. 2. Watermelon. Watermelon is a quintessential summer fruit, often seen as the ultimate refreshment on a hot day. Its high water content and sweet flavor make it a popular choice for many, especially for seniors looking for something hydrating and light. However, despite its reputation for being refreshing and healthy, watermelon can actually pose risks for older adults, particularly those dealing with conditions such as diabetes, poor circulation, or nerve issues. For seniors with these health concerns, watermelon may not be as harmless as it appears. One of the primary concerns with watermelon is its glycemic index, GI, which is higher than many people realize. The glycemic index measures how quickly a food raises blood sugar levels after consumption. Foods with a high glycemic index cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, which can be especially problematic for seniors with insulin resistance, diabetes, or prediabetes. Although watermelon is largely made up of water and seems like a light snack, it can still lead to a quick and significant increase in blood glucose levels. This spike in sugar, followed by a sudden drop, can be damaging over time, leading to chronic inflammation and other metabolic issues that affect nerve health. For seniors with diabetes or prediabetes, these rapid blood sugar fluctuations can be particularly harmful. The small blood vessels that feed the nerves, especially those in the feet and extremities, are the first to suffer from poor circulation caused by high blood sugar levels. Over time, this can lead to nerve damage, known as peripheral neuropathy. The symptoms of neuropathy, including tingling, numbness, and burning sensations in the feet, can worsen with repeated blood sugar spikes, creating a vicious cycle that is difficult to break. For those who already struggle with balance or mobility issues, watermelon's effect on blood sugar levels can also increase the risk of falls. Moreover, while watermelon does provide hydration due to its high water content, it lacks the electrolytes and fiber needed to help process the sugars it contains. The absence of fiber means that the sugar in watermelon is absorbed quickly into the bloodstream, amplifying its glycemic impact. Seniors may feel temporarily refreshed by the fruit, but inside, their bodies are grappling with a surge of glucose that their systems might not be equipped to handle. This imbalance can lead to nerve strain and exacerbate the feelings of discomfort that already come with conditions like neuropathy. Another hidden issue with watermelon is the belief that its high water content provides all the hydration a senior needs. While it does help with fluid intake, it does not supply the essential nutrients needed to manage blood sugar or support nerve health. Seniors who rely on watermelon for hydration may neglect other, more balanced sources of fluid that also contain electrolytes and fiber, such as soups or salads with leafy greens. This lack of balanced hydration can further stress the body, especially for those managing chronic health conditions. The impact of watermelon on seniors' health is not always immediate, and the effects may not be noticeable right after consumption. However, over time, the repeated consumption of watermelon, especially in large quantities or without attention to blood sugar levels, can subtly undermine nerve health. Seniors who regularly eat watermelon might find themselves experiencing more frequent sensations of tingling, burning, or numbness in their feet, which could indicate underlying nerve damage that has been exacerbated by the fruit's high glycemic nature. In conclusion, while watermelon may seem like a harmless and healthy snack, it can have significant effects on seniors, particularly those with pre-existing conditions like diabetes or poor circulation. The fruit's high glycemic index and lack of fiber make it a poor choice for maintaining stable blood sugar levels, which can lead to inflammation and nerve damage over time. Seniors should enjoy watermelon in moderation and be mindful of its impact on their health, especially when dealing with nerve issues. A balanced approach, incorporating fruits with a lower glycemic index and more fiber, can help ensure that seniors continue to enjoy the benefits of fresh fruit without compromising their health. 3. Grapes. Grapes are small, sweet, and convenient, making them a popular choice for many seniors who want a quick snack. They're often seen as a healthy option due to their high antioxidant content and are commonly included in fruit bowls or as a topping for cereals and salads. However, despite their widespread reputation as a harmless fruit, grapes can actually pose significant risks for older adults, particularly those dealing with nerve problems, diabetes, or poor circulation. The main concern with grapes lies in their sugar content, particularly fructose, which can have detrimental effects on blood sugar levels and, ultimately, nerve health. Grapes contain a high level of sugar, with 1 cup of grapes containing up to 23 grams of sugar. This is not just any sugar, but fructose, a type of sugar that is metabolized differently than glucose. Fructose is processed in the liver, where it can have a range of negative effects, including the promotion of insulin resistance, increased blood sugar levels, and the development of metabolic imbalances. For seniors, especially those with decreased insulin sensitivity, this rapid influx of sugar can overwhelm the body's ability to process it efficiently. As a result, blood sugar levels spike, creating an unstable environment in the body that can damage nerves over time, particularly those in the feet and extremities. For seniors already dealing with conditions like peripheral neuropathy, which affects the nerves in the feet, the consumption of grapes can exacerbate the problem. When blood sugar levels rise rapidly, it can damage the blood vessels that supply oxygen and nutrients to the nerves, making them more vulnerable to inflammation and degeneration. This can lead to a worsening of symptoms such as tingling, burning sensations, and numbness in the feet, which are common signs of nerve damage. In the long term, this can severely impact a senior's balance, coordination, and ability to walk, increasing the risk of falls and further injury. What makes grapes particularly dangerous for seniors is the fact that they are so easy to overeat. Their small size and sweet taste make it difficult to keep track of how many are being consumed. Unlike a larger, more filling snack, a handful of grapes can be eaten quickly without much thought, leading to the unintended consumption of a large amount of sugar. This is especially concerning when seniors are unaware of the impact that sugar overload can have on their health. The ease with which grapes can be consumed makes them a potential silent saboteur of senior health, especially when consumed regularly or in large quantities. Additionally, grapes lack the fiber necessary to slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. Fiber plays a crucial role in regulating blood sugar levels, as it helps to slow the digestion and absorption of sugars. Without fiber, the sugar in grapes enters the bloodstream rapidly, causing a spike in blood sugar levels that can be harmful for seniors, particularly those with diabetes or prediabetes. This sudden rise in blood sugar puts extra stress on the body's metabolic system and can contribute to the deterioration of nerve health over time. Another factor to consider is that grapes are often consumed in combination with other foods, such as cheese, crackers, or even wine. While these pairings may seem harmless, they can further exacerbate the effects of the sugar in grapes. For example, cheese and crackers often contain additional fat and carbohydrates that can further impact blood sugar regulation. When grapes are consumed as part of a snack or meal that already contains sugar, the overall load on the body's metabolism increases, leading to greater fluctuations in blood glucose levels. In conclusion, while grapes may seem like a harmless, sweet treat, they can have significant consequences for seniors, particularly those dealing with nerve issues, diabetes, or poor circulation. The high sugar content, particularly fructose, can cause blood sugar spikes that damage blood vessels and nerves, worsening symptoms of neuropathy and increasing the risk of falls and other injuries. Furthermore, their small size and sweet taste make it easy to overeat, compounding the negative effects of sugar on the body. Seniors should be mindful of their grape consumption and consider opting for fruits that are lower in sugar and higher in fiber, which can help support better blood sugar control and nerve health. While grapes can be enjoyed in moderation, it is important to be aware of their potential impact on overall health and to make more informed choices about fruit consumption as part of a balanced, healthy diet. 4. Bananas. Bananas are widely regarded as a healthy snack, and for good reason. They are rich in essential nutrients, such as potassium, vitamin B6, and fiber, all of which contribute to heart health, digestion, and overall well-being. For many seniors, bananas are a go-to option for breakfast or as an easy addition to meals and snacks. They are soft, easy to digest, and provide a quick source of energy, making them a popular choice among older adults. However, despite their health benefits, bananas can pose significant risks for seniors, particularly those dealing with conditions like diabetes, poor circulation, or nerve issues such as peripheral neuropathy. The primary concern with bananas for seniors lies in their high sugar content, particularly when the bananas are fully ripe. A single medium banana contains approximately 17 grams of sugar, most of which comes in the form of glucose and fructose. While both of these sugars are natural, they can still contribute to dangerous blood sugar spikes when consumed in large quantities or regularly. For seniors, particularly those with reduced insulin sensitivity or those managing diabetes or prediabetes, this rapid influx of sugar can be problematic. When blood sugar rises too quickly, the body goes into overdrive to regulate the levels, releasing insulin to help bring the glucose back down. However, if the insulin response is inefficient, which is common in older adults, it can lead to prolonged periods of elevated blood sugar, contributing to chronic inflammation and increasing the risk of complications like nerve damage. For seniors already dealing with peripheral neuropathy, a condition where the nerves in the extremities, particularly the feet, become damaged due to poor circulation or high blood sugar, the consumption of bananas can make things worse. The sugar in bananas, particularly glucose, is absorbed quickly into the bloodstream. This can cause sharp increases in blood sugar levels, which over time can damage the blood vessels that supply oxygen and nutrients to the nerves in the feet. These blood vessels are essential for keeping nerves healthy as they deliver the oxygen and nutrients required for proper nerve function. When the blood vessels become damaged due to chronic high blood sugar, it leads to nerve inflammation, which can exacerbate the symptoms of neuropathy, including tingling, burning sensations, and numbness in the feet. This nerve damage can progress over time, potentially leading to severe issues such as difficulty walking, balance problems, and an increased risk of falls. In addition to their high sugar content, bananas also contain a compound known as tyramine. Tyramine is a naturally occurring substance that can have an effect on blood vessel constriction and blood pressure. While tyramine is generally harmless in small quantities, in larger amounts, or when combined with certain medications, it can cause changes in blood flow. For seniors who take medications that affect blood pressure, such as those for hypertension or other cardiovascular conditions, the presence of tyramine in bananas can further complicate their health. This is particularly concerning for seniors with poor circulation or those at risk of developing more serious cardiovascular issues, as fluctuations in blood pressure can exacerbate these conditions. The combination of high sugar content and tyramine can put additional strain on an aging cardiovascular system, increasing the workload on the heart and making it harder for seniors to maintain optimal circulation. This can contribute to the progression of both heart disease and peripheral neuropathy, as the two conditions are closely linked in older adults. As blood circulation worsens, so too does the health of the nerves, particularly in the lower extremities. For seniors with diabetes, hypertension, or poor circulation, bananas may inadvertently exacerbate the very conditions they are hoping to manage by providing a quick sugar burst that the body struggles to process efficiently. Moreover, bananas are often consumed as part of a larger meal or snack, which may amplify their impact on blood sugar. Many seniors pair bananas with other foods, such as oatmeal, peanut butter, or even yogurt. While these foods may offer their own health benefits, they can add to the overall sugar load, further exacerbating blood sugar spikes. For example, a banana eaten with a bowl of oatmeal might seem like a healthy combination, but the carbohydrates in the oatmeal, combined with the sugar in the banana, can lead to a sharp rise in blood sugar. This additional sugar load can be particularly harmful for seniors, whose bodies may already be struggling to maintain balanced blood glucose levels. Despite the concerns about their sugar content, bananas do offer several health benefits that can be valuable for seniors when consumed in moderation. They are an excellent source of potassium, a mineral that helps regulate blood pressure, muscle function, and fluid balance in the body. Potassium is especially important for heart health, and consuming enough potassium can help reduce the risk of hypertension and stroke. Bananas are also a good source of vitamin B6, which plays a crucial role in brain health and immune function. For seniors, Maintaining adequate levels of vitamin B6 can support cognitive function and help prevent certain neurological issues. However, the key to safely incorporating bananas into a senior's diet lies in moderation. While bananas can provide valuable nutrients, seniors who struggle with blood sugar regulation, nerve issues, or poor circulation should limit their intake to avoid the negative effects associated with their high sugar content. It is essential to be mindful of portion sizes and to balance banana consumption with other fruits and foods that are lower on the glycemic index. For example, pairing a small portion of banana with a source of protein, such as nuts or seeds, can help slow the absorption of sugar and reduce its impact on blood glucose levels. Additionally, seniors might consider opting for less ripe bananas, which have lower sugar content compared to fully ripe bananas, making them a more suitable option for those watching their blood sugar. In conclusion, while bananas are a nutritious fruit that offers several health benefits, they can present risks for seniors, particularly those dealing with conditions like diabetes, poor circulation, and nerve issues. Their high sugar content and the presence of tyramine can lead to blood sugar spikes, which can exacerbate symptoms of peripheral neuropathy and contribute to long-term nerve damage. For seniors managing these conditions, it is important to enjoy bananas in moderation, being mindful of their sugar content, and considering other fruits and foods that are better suited to maintaining stable blood sugar levels. By making informed choices and balancing banana consumption with other healthy foods, seniors can continue to enjoy the benefits of this beloved fruit while minimizing its potential risks. 5. Dried fruits. Dried fruits have long been regarded as a healthy alternative to candy and processed snacks, often marketed as a nutrient-dense, natural snack option. They are commonly consumed by seniors looking for a quick, convenient, and seemingly healthy snack. Dried fruits are rich in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, which can be beneficial to one's overall health. However, despite their positive attributes, dried fruits can pose serious health risks for seniors, particularly those with existing health conditions such as diabetes, poor circulation, or nerve problems. The primary concern with dried fruits is their high sugar content. When fruits are dried, they lose water but retain all their sugar content. This means that the sugar concentration in dried fruits is much higher than in their fresh counterparts. For example, just a small handful of raisins, apricots, or figs can contain as much sugar as a small chocolate bar. This concentrated sugar load can have significant consequences for older adults, especially those struggling with blood sugar regulation. When seniors consume dried fruits, the rapid influx of sugar into the bloodstream can cause blood sugar spikes, which are particularly problematic for those with diabetes or prediabetes. For seniors, blood sugar spikes are not just about feeling temporarily unwell. They can have long-term, damaging effects on the body. Frequent blood sugar fluctuations lead to chronic inflammation, which can damage blood vessels over time. This is particularly concerning for those suffering from peripheral neuropathy, a condition where nerve damage occurs in the extremities, often in the feet. The small blood vessels that nourish the nerves become damaged as blood sugar levels rise too quickly, leading to reduced blood flow to the nerves. This results in tingling, numbness, and burning sensations in the feet, and can even lead to more severe issues like balance problems and an increased risk of falls. Moreover, dried fruits lack the fiber that is found in fresh fruits. Fiber helps slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, preventing the rapid spikes in blood sugar that can occur when fiber is absent. In dried fruits, the lack of fiber means that the sugar they contain is absorbed quickly, leading to the sharp increases in blood sugar that can be harmful to seniors, especially those with insulin resistance or diabetes. This rapid absorption of sugar puts added stress on the body's metabolic system, making it more difficult to maintain healthy blood glucose levels. Another issue with dried fruits is that they are often consumed in larger quantities than fresh fruits. Due to their smaller size and concentrated nature, it is easy for seniors to overeat dried fruits without realizing it. A small serving of dried fruit can easily turn into a large amount, significantly increasing the sugar load. This can be particularly dangerous for those who are not mindful of their portions. or those who consume dried fruits in combination with other high-sugar foods, such as sugary cereals or snacks. The small size and concentrated sweetness of dried fruits make them a particularly tricky food to control portion size, and their frequent consumption can silently contribute to worsening health problems. In addition to the high sugar content, dried fruits are often treated with preservatives, such as sulfites, to maintain their color and prevent spoilage. While these preservatives help prolong the shelf life of dried fruits, they can also contribute to additional health issues, especially for seniors with sensitive digestive systems. Sulfites can cause allergic reactions in some people, leading to symptoms like headaches, nausea, and difficulty breathing. For seniors with compromised immune systems or pre-existing respiratory issues, consuming dried fruits containing sulfites can trigger unwanted side effects and further strain their health. The small, chewy texture of dried fruits also makes them easy to overeat, which compounds the issue of sugar overload. Unlike fresh fruits, which are often more filling and provide a sense of satiety, dried fruits can be consumed rapidly and without much thought, leading to excessive intake of sugar and calories. For seniors who are already managing weight concerns or other chronic conditions, this can be an additional challenge. Eating too many dried fruits not only increases sugar intake, but also contributes to weight gain and associated health problems, including the development or worsening of diabetes and heart disease. Given all these factors, seniors should be cautious when consuming dried fruits. While they do provide some health benefits, including vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants, their high sugar content and the lack of fiber make them a poor choice for seniors who are at risk for blood sugar imbalances, nerve issues, or circulatory problems. It is important to enjoy dried fruits in moderation and to be mindful of portion sizes. Seniors can still enjoy the occasional handful of dried fruit, but it should not be a regular snack, especially for those with diabetes or peripheral neuropathy. Instead of relying on dried fruits as a primary snack, seniors can opt for fresh fruits that are lower in sugar and higher in fiber, such as berries, apples, or pears. These fruits not only provide essential nutrients, but also help maintain steady blood sugar levels, making them a safer and more beneficial choice for older adults. By incorporating a variety of fresh fruits into their diet and limiting their intake of dried fruits, seniors can support their overall health while avoiding the harmful effects of excessive sugar consumption. In conclusion, while dried fruits may seem like a healthy and convenient snack, they come with significant risks for seniors, particularly those with diabetes, poor circulation, or nerve problems. The high sugar content, lack of fiber, and potential preservatives in dried fruits can lead to blood sugar spikes, nerve damage, and inflammation, all of which can worsen symptoms of peripheral neuropathy and increase the risk of other health complications. Seniors should be mindful of their dried fruit consumption and consider healthier, lower sugar alternatives to support their health and well-being as they age. 6. Oranges. Oranges have long been celebrated as one of the healthiest fruits, particularly for their high vitamin C content, which supports immune function and overall health. For many seniors, oranges are a staple in their diets, often consumed as part of breakfast or as a refreshing snack throughout the day. They're widely known for their role in preventing colds and boosting the immune system, making them a trusted fruit for seniors seeking to maintain their health. However, despite their reputation for being a healthful fruit, oranges can actually present significant challenges for older adults, particularly those with conditions like diabetes, poor circulation, and nerve issues such as peripheral neuropathy. The primary concern with oranges for seniors lies in their sugar content and their potential to cause blood sugar spikes. A single medium-sized orange contains around 12 grams of sugar, and when consumed in juice form, the sugar content becomes even more concentrated, as much of the fruit's natural fiber is lost. While fiber is essential in slowing down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, orange juice, which lacks this vital nutrient, can cause a rapid rise in blood glucose levels. For seniors, especially those managing diabetes or prediabetes, this can lead to dangerous fluctuations in blood sugar that can worsen their overall health. High blood sugar levels can contribute to chronic inflammation, which damages blood vessels over time. For seniors, this damage is particularly concerning, as the small blood vessels that nourish the nerves in the feet and extremities are often the first to be affected. As blood sugar levels rise and fall rapidly, these blood vessels become more prone to deterioration, leading to poor circulation and, eventually, nerve damage. For seniors with peripheral neuropathy, this can lead to increased symptoms such as tingling, burning sensations, and numbness in the feet. In the long term, poor circulation and nerve damage can exacerbate balance issues, increase the risk of falls, and even lead to severe complications like foot ulcers and infections. Beyond their sugar content, oranges also contain a high level of acidity. While this acidity is part of what gives oranges their bright, tangy flavor, it can be problematic for seniors with sensitive nerves. The acid in oranges can aggravate already inflamed nerves, particularly for those suffering from conditions like neuropathy. For seniors experiencing nerve pain or discomfort in their feet, the acidity in oranges can increase sensitivity, making symptoms worse. In some cases, this heightened sensitivity can interfere with daily activities, making it more difficult for seniors to walk, stand, or perform simple tasks without discomfort. Moreover, oranges can interfere with medications commonly prescribed to seniors, particularly those for heart disease, hypertension, and diabetes. Certain medications, such as statins, blood pressure drugs, and anti-inflammatory medications, can interact negatively with the compounds found in oranges, reducing their effectiveness. For instance, oranges can alter the way the body metabolizes statins, a class of drugs often prescribed to lower cholesterol levels. This interference can prevent the medication from working properly, which could have serious implications for seniors who rely on these drugs to manage their cardiovascular health. The combination of high sugar content, acidity, and potential drug interactions makes oranges a more complicated fruit for seniors, especially those on multiple medications. Additionally, many seniors consume oranges in the form of juice, which is often seen as a more convenient and refreshing way to enjoy the fruit. However, orange juice lacks the fiber that is present in whole oranges, and without this fiber, the body absorbs the sugars much more rapidly. This quick absorption can lead to sharp increases in blood glucose levels, which are particularly harmful for seniors with impaired insulin sensitivity. Over time, this can contribute to the development of insulin resistance and worsen the symptoms of diabetes, making it more difficult to manage blood sugar levels effectively. The misconception that oranges are always beneficial for seniors can be problematic, as it often leads to excessive consumption of the fruit, particularly in juice form. While the occasional orange can certainly be part of a healthy diet, seniors should be cautious about consuming them on a daily basis, especially when they are already dealing with conditions like diabetes, poor circulation, or nerve issues. The sugar content, acidity, and potential interactions with medications all suggest that oranges may not be as harmless as they seem, particularly for older adults with specific health concerns. In conclusion, while oranges offer important nutrients like vitamin C, they can also present risks for seniors, particularly those with diabetes, poor circulation, or nerve issues. The fruit's sugar content, acidity, and potential for drug interactions make it a more complicated choice for seniors who need to carefully manage their health. For those with blood sugar imbalances or nerve damage, consuming oranges in moderation or opting for other fruits that are lower in sugar and less acidic can help mitigate these risks. Seniors should also consider the impact of orange juice on blood sugar levels and aim to consume whole oranges when possible, as the fiber helps slow sugar absorption. By making more informed choices about fruit consumption, seniors can continue to enjoy the benefits of fresh fruit while minimizing the potential harm to their health. Understanding how the foods we eat affect our health is crucial, especially as we age. While fruits are an important part of a healthy diet, some can unintentionally contribute to issues like nerve damage and poor circulation. By making informed choices about which fruits to enjoy, and which to limit, you can help protect your feet and improve your overall health. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with loved ones who might benefit from this information, and subscribe for more health tips tailored just for seniors. Remember, small changes can lead to big improvements in how we feel and function every day. Stay healthy, stay informed, and take care of yourself. Your body will thank you.